Hey students, this is Austin. I have a quick story that I want to share with you guys that I hope will encourage you. So I heard a story this week about Thomas Edison that I wanted to share with you guys. If you're not familiar with who Thomas Edison is, simply put, he is regarded as one of the greatest inventors of all time. And the story took place on a night where he was gathered in his home with his family when he heard a loud knock on the door, more like a thump on the door. And so Edison went to the door and he answered. And standing outside was a man who was out of breath, panting, bearing some bad news. He said, "Your lab, which is right down the street, is burning. It's being consumed in flames." Edison obviously didn't like hearing this news, but he took a deep breath and then he calmly made his way a few miles down the road to where, sure enough, his lab was burning. Firemen were surrounding his lab and throwing water on it, trying to put the flames out. But you see, this wasn't any ordinary house fire or structure fire. You see, the flames were blue, they were green, they were yellow, orange, purple. Because of all the chemicals inside of this lab, it was reacting with the fire and they were changing colors. Beside Edison was his young son. And he told his son, he said, "Run back to the house, go grab your mom, grab all of her friends and bring them to this fire." And the son looked up at his dad and he said, "Why?" He said, "This is your life work. It's all being burned away. Why would they want to see this?" And he said, "Because they will never in their life see such a beautiful fire as this one." I like that story. And the reason I share that story with you is because perspective is everything. You see, it's not hard to see the correlation between that story and where we are at culturally at this time. I mean, all you got to do is look at the news or go on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, read the newspaper, and you will see that it appears that our world is going up in flames. I'm reminded of what David says in Psalm 27:1, when his life appeared to have been going up in flames. Armies wanted to kill him. People wanted him to be removed. Nobody liked him at this point. But he wrote this in Psalm 27:1, and it's an encouragement to me, and I hope it's an encouragement to you. He said this, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom should I fear? The Lord is my stronghold. Whom should I dread?" You see, I like what David said here because it helps me remind myself that no matter what kind of fire is before my eyes, I serve the God who is the God of light, who is the God who is a strong fortress in the midst of the flames. The reason I wanted to share this with us is that in the middle of this insane cultural moment, we have the ability to choose what our perspective is going to be. You see, as a Christian, I have a hope and I have a belief that my God is the God of light. He's that God of light at the end of the tunnel that I can see and place my hope in. And that my God is the strong fortress in the midst of the flames that I can run to even when it feels like everything is crumbling around me. I guess my question for us is, what is our perspective? When you're in Christ, the beautiful thing about that is that you can see beyond the flames and you can see a strong tower standing still in the midst of the chaos. And that's only found in Jesus. I hope this is an encouragement to you. I know it was an encouragement to me. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your week. God bless.